Easy Watchdog and Brownie Boy here too. Wishing merry holidays, hey, to you. With a bone in his mouth so sly, twinkle of hog hunting in his eye. Merry Christmas, let's laugh and cheer. From Easy Watchdog and Brownie dear. Through the snow they're running wild, spreading joy that can't be riled. Brownie Boy with a wag of his tail, Easy's bark echoing its own trail. In the frosty air, let's dance and shout. They bring the magic, there's no doubt. Merry Christmas, let's laugh and cheer. From Easy Watchdog and Brownie dear. Through the snow, they're running wild, spreading joy that can't be riled. Under the tree with lights so bright, two friends make this season right. With a howl and a gleam in their eyes, every wish on this night flies. Sniffing out the gifts with their charm, keeping all the cheer safe from harm. Wrapped in warmth of fur and fun, with BZ and Brownie joy's begun.
Well, morning, afternoon, good evening, and Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, to the next live rendition of BZ Watchdog. And I don't know if you guys heard it when I was trying to get it set up, but Brownie was kind of singing in the background there. So, whoa, almost lost my camera there. Hang on. All right, kind of waiting for you guys to fill up. I got a nice little treat for you today. Treat, huh? So anyways, I ordered some stuff online, guys. I'm just going to give you guys a quick recap. SDSWE. I'm just going to call you Swedish Observer in the house because I think that's what you go by anyways. But anyways, Leto TBO, Jody Shillo, Rob Wedman, Nightbot. Yeah, Nightbot. Let's see who we got. And Swedish Observer. I know there's a few other people in the house, but nobody's chatting. So anyways, let me get with the program here. So I do have court on January 7th. So after the new year, I got court. We're going to see how that goes at 10:30 a.m. at City Municipal Court. Outside of that, I was able to order a 70-inch tripod today, so I'll be taking that out as soon as I get that in, which I should have before New Year's Eve. I've also ordered a webcam, so I can do away with the phone and put the webcam up. I'm supposed to be having a microphone and soundboard coming for some additional sound effects so we can make this a better show. Brick Jonesy in the house. See, you got my notification. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing some ID refusals today, but I'm also going to be doing this, guys. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. Anybody wants to come up and join the panel, have a conversation, talk about these videos or anything else that's going on, more than welcome to come up in the StreamYard. Open panel. No drama today. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it lively. Let's keep it upbeat since all you guys, it is Christmas after all, whether you celebrate it or not. I'm not really much for celebrating. I'm by myself. It's just me and Brownie and the rest of you guys, which I appreciate you guys all being here. So without further ado, anybody who wants to come up, there's the link. It's in there. More than welcome to come up. But I want to show this first ID refusal. Let me present this real quick. ID refusal. This was courtesy of We the People University about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So without any further ado, it's about 13 minutes and a half, but let's get it going.
For those of you who keep emailing stating that you're not seeing my videos anymore, you may just have to
I don't want to forget Zoom with Smokey Bear, who snuck in at the tail end of this. So thank you, Zoom.
subscribe and resubscribe to the channel. And for those of you who are saying welcome back, I never left. I release videos all the time. YouTube has just decided to stop sharing them. So, but anyway, that's what you may have to do. Unsubscribe, resubscribe. Maybe that helps. But let's talk about this video. The Lorain Police Department, located in the state of Ohio, shows up to a home of a woman who requested for her friend to come over and help her move her belongings out of the house because she was being evicted. The friend arrives, he does her this favor, and the police arrest him because they stated that he was a possible burglar, even though he shows the cops the keys and he's
Matthew Hayden, what's up, brother? Appreciate you stopping by, watching this great show.
legally able to be there. You're going to hear in the video, the woman even calls the dispatch, give all the information, and it states that he is helping me. He is moving the belongings out for me. We're moving out. He is not burglarizing the place. But let's see what happens. Let's check this out.
I'm loaded up to the brim. What's your name? I'm James.
James Forbes, welcome to the party.
118. That's it. I don't answer no questions. I ain't breaking no laws. I'm on the phone with her. There's no burglary.
How would we know that?
Amy?
1, 2, 3.
I didn't break no law. I'm not saying you did. So you're not going to tell me that. You're not going to tell me that. I didn't say it. Here.
1, 2, 3.
Don't go anywhere. I'm not going nowhere.
1028 King Frank Adam 9696.
They don't know if somebody was moving out, moving in, or if somebody was committing moving out. There's no burglary. Okay. Moving out. That's what I told you. We know that. So that's what I'm trying to verify. I don't leave here. Moving everything out. I'm her friend. You don't need. If she's not here,
Copy.
how can I verify?
All right. Who do you have locally for this address, 2801?
Amy Evans.
Okay, that means nothing to me.
What's I got the key to the house. How about that? Okay. Does that make it a burglary? No. That doesn't clear your suspicion of a burglary.
Tweeka D, welcome in. Looks like James or Christopher Ruff on that picture. Awesome.
Are you suspicious right now? No. Are you suspicious right now? Are you suspicious? I'm asking you.
Your behavior is making it suspicious. That's weird.
I want you guys to go. You're asking me for my name, and I'm telling you.
King Bluto in the house.
I don't need to give you my name. I know my rights. I know my rights. I didn't break no laws. So I don't have to give you my name. I don't know if you've broken the law because I don't have the homeowner here. So why is it so difficult to give me your name? I don't have to give you my name. I know my rights. I didn't break no law. I am allowed to be here. If Amy was here, then what? Where's Amy at?
I'm on the phone.
Okay, I don't know who you are.
I can identify myself too.
You can't, not through a phone.
Not through a phone? Are you close by here?
She's helping me move right now.
Okay, so
he's finishing up.
Okay, well, where are you at?
I'm at my friend Nicole's house.
Which is where?
Which is in Wellington.
Okay, so how can I verify that's who you are, or how can I verify? What do you need? What do you need? I need your ID. I'm not giving you my ID. I didn't break no law. I know.
Technically, by refusing to identify yourself, you are breaking the law.
You're bullshitting. I'm
not
refusing because I didn't break no law. You didn't accuse me of breaking the law. So get the fuck out of here with that, please. With all due respect, I appreciate what you do, but I'm here. Look at this place. It's fucking empty. Can you smell it? Do you smell it? I haven't been inside. Can I show you a little bit? No. Why? Because I have the key to the house, bro. I don't need to go in. Then leave me alone. What you're doing. Leave me alone, please. Okay, can you call? Where's your supervisor at? Please. I don't need to call supervisor. Not happening.
Okay, so question. How is identifying you going to tell whether or not you're robbing the place or burglarizing it or not, or whether you're supposed to be there or not. What do we got here? McNemesis, show your face, my man. I'm just not going to let you up here if I don't know who you are. Okay.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, man. That was funny, bro. The look on your face and you popped in the camera. I love it.
What the hell is this? ID refusal. You're not allowed to refuse your ID.
Are you not allowed to refuse your ID?
No.
Says who?
The law enforcement.
Oh, no, you're not a sheep, are you? Because it sounds like you are, my man. You got to know your rights, man. You can't.
Yeah, I mean, well, I do know my rights. I know that I don't have any.
You don't. What do you mean you don't have it?
You don't have any rights. The government is based on violence.
Well, you have rights, and every time they violate your rights, it does get violent. Yes, I agree
Where
with
was
that.
my rights whenever CPS invaded my house?
Well, you have the rights.
To what? They entered my home, and if I didn't let them in, they'd bring men with guns.
Well, you letting them in is voluntarily surrendering to them.
No, it's not. You don't have a choice. If you don't want men with guns coming to your house threatening to kill you, then you have to let them in.
Well, you can always choose not to let them in. Like I said, they can always come back with a warrant. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
not a warrant. The sheriff and cops.
No, you're right. Men with guns are going to come back.
Yeah, and that'd be like, so what kind of rights do I have whenever an anonymous person can say, hey, I think this person is abusing their child, even though there's no, like, it's just an anonymous person, and then they can invade your home. So do you have kids?
I don't have kids, but let me give you another scenario. Okay, so let's just take kids out of the equation for a second. So an anonymous person calls. Let's just say it's you and your wife. Let's just say you're married, okay, for whatever reasons. You guys are sitting at the house. You guys are enjoying a good time, watching a football game, whatever. And all of a sudden, your neighbor next door decides to call the police and say that because they heard a little shouting because you guys were cheering on a football game, they think that you're abusing your wife. Now they send armed men to the door. Doesn't mean you have to let them in. It doesn't mean you have to talk to them either. Doesn't even mean you have to answer the door. You have those rights.
So you want to take kids out of the equation?
I just for purposes of the anonymous caller.
So let me explain to you what happens when you have a child. So before I had a child, I had my first child in May. Before I had a child, I didn't get any government assistance. Now I get almost $800 in food stamps.
Okay.
And then I qualify. I went from qualifying for about $450 in Pell Grant to qualifying for over $3,000 a semester. And J.D. Vance is going to give us, as a family, a $5,000 tax credit per child. So you want to take kids out of the equation whenever the government is literally giving people tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars. So you cannot remove kids out of the equation when you're talking about law enforcement.
No, I was just using that as another scenario as far as in the swatting.
You can't remove them. You cannot. The law is based on children.
No. What I'm saying is, hear me out for a second. Okay, I'm not trying to argue the matter with you because everybody's situation is different. Okay, all I'm saying is basically by someone calling and saying that you're abusing your kids, that's swatting. That's why I was trying to prove a point with. It doesn't matter if you're sitting at home by yourself or with somebody, and your neighbor calls and says this and that. They're allegations. You are being technically swatted. Your rights are. You don't have to let them in. You don't have to do this. You're right. People will come back with armed men with guns. Question is, do they have a warrant? If they don't have a warrant, you're not obligated to open that door.
CPS doesn't need a warrant.
CPS does need a warrant.
Nope. Well, who told you that?
The police need to come with
them.
Well,
Well, not in my state. I don't know about your state. I live in North Carolina.
Okay, and your laws in North Carolina may be different, but as far as I'm concerned, your Fourth Amendment right, it depends on how CPS is written. I do know here, CPS doesn't show up at your door by themselves. They always bring an armed man with a gun. But they better bring a warrant, or they better have some exigent circumstances to where they can come in and take a look at that kid. If not, they're violating your Fourth Amendment of your home on private property. Now, if you're a felon,
Well, you can't refuse them, is what I'm saying. Like, you think that you can refuse them, you can't.
You can refuse them.
You cannot refuse CPS.
And who told you that?
I mean, like I said, in North Carolina, you can't. What state are you in?
I'm in Texas.
Maybe it's different, but I know in North Carolina, they didn't show up with the sheriff. They just show up.
Do they have guns?
I don't know. Maybe concealed. But the point is, they're from CPS.
Okay, I'm looking up North Carolina law right now. It says Child Protective Services cannot enter your home without your permission unless they have a court order or believe your child is in immediate danger. You can invoke your Fourth Amendment right to refuse entry.
So if if an anonymous caller calls and says the child's in danger, then they can come into your house.
They better have a lot more details in that that your child's in danger.
I don't. So do you think that if we were to refuse them, they would have just went away and then brought the cops, and then what?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The cops might show up, and the cops are gonna try to strong arm you without a warrant. So there's only two ways. Just listen for a second. There's only two ways they can enter your house in North Carolina. CPS has to have a court order, okay? Because that's going against the judge if you refuse. Now, a cop has to show up with a warrant. If they don't have a warrant, now if your little one runs by the door in, say, your like lobby or your living room area where they can be seen while you have the door open, and there's clearly some sort of marks, such as physical harm or something, or maybe now malnutrition to your child, then yes, they can come in without a warrant at that point. But they have no power without a court order signed by a judge.
See, that's where
they lied to you to gain entry, my friend. That's
what would have happened if we would have said, get out of here?
They would have removed them from the home for 30 days because that's what they did to Katie.
They get removed from the home for 30 days if you refuse.
No, they cannot. They have to have a court order to come into your home. Now, if you want to cooperate,
we know a woman that happened to.
Well, and you can fight that, my man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You always have the rights. Now, law enforcement is getting I should say not just law enforcement, but government is getting out of hand. That's why we do what we do. That's why people like myself who are out there filming the police or, going to courtrooms. And
I actually think it's pretty good, to be honest with you, because like I said, we're getting money from the government now, and I'm perfectly fine with working with the state as long as they're paying me. I don't mind it.
Well, and look, I mean, if that's where you stand and that's where you're happy, I'm not going to.
I mean, why would I shoot my own self in the foot?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not in a position to sit here and criticize you for it. If that's what puts money on the table and food on the table for you and your family, and that's how you're getting by, then that's how you're getting by, and you got to adhere to the rules of getting that money. You're a slave to the government, but that's because
no. The government is giving me money.
Listen to me.
The government is my slave.
Can you hear me, BG?
Like I don't work, and I make $60,000 a year from the government.
Zoom with Smokey. If you want to jump in here and talk to him about that, you're more than welcome, and I can mediate.
Okay. Now listen to me. If you talk to a lawyer, sir, he will tell you when they came to knock on your door and your door was shut, you never had to open that door. Period. You might have even seen it on YouTube where the cops knock on the door and says, "Hey, we'd like to talk to you." Well, how many are outside? There's two of us. Talk to yourselves. You don't have to open that door. The minute you open that door, you're almost giving consent. And then you let them in. You just gave them consent. You lost all your rights when you open that door and let them in. They can demand all day long.
Well,
unless they have a warrant.
Hold on. This man right here, DZ Watchdog, just said that if they think the child is in danger, they can enter your home without a warrant.
They have to have reason to believe that they're in danger, not just hearsay. They have to have some sort of articulable facts that your kid's in danger. So do they have it on video that your kid's malnutrition or you're out there beating them in the yard? Or, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have the right to punish your kids. I mean, by all means, I'm about,
No, my kid is, and see, the thing is, he was 5 months old at the time, just a small little tiny baby in the crib, my first one, and it's just a random, like I don't even know who would have possibly called him.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's like a swatting. To me, that's somebody who would swat you just to have armed men show up at the door, which I'm not saying is right. By all means, I don't want the law showing up at my door, whether it be CPS or men with guns. To me, they're all the same.
So you are correct in one regard. We do have human rights delegated to us by God. Those rights are that they're not allowed to come on your property, period. That's the real law.
Yeah, that's your Fourth Amendment right that says you have the right to be free in your person, your property, your papers, and your effects. And that includes your home and yourself.
Unfortunately, we don't actually own our home, and nobody does, even if you paid $1 million for it.
You're
because
right.
if you don't pay your property tax.
That's correct. You're a slave to the government, however you want to look at it, because you've got to pay for something that, you trust me, I don't agree with the taxes. I'm with you on that one.
No, I agree with it because, like I said, see, you don't understand. The state is paying me an equivalent salary of $60,000.
Well, let me say this: if they change the tax code, if you knew what I know, you really do not owe taxes. There's a book out there called "The Complete Internal Revenue Service Tax Code Book." It's 2.5 inches thick and as big as a regular sheet of paper.
Taxes.
A regular sheet of paper in a paperback, and that book will show you that you do not owe taxes.
Well, yes, I understand that. But here's what I'm saying. Whenever I go buy a soda, I tell the teller, I say, look, I'll give you $1 for this soda. I ain't paying the sales tax because, and it never, they say, sorry, you can't have it unless you pay the sales tax. So
I understand that you're paying taxes that way. If we could get the government to change it, it would take
I
a
don't
little
want the
bit of.
government to change. They're paying me money. What's wrong with it?
Actually, Trump is thinking about getting rid of the taxes.
Okay,
Well,
but the taxes, I get money from taxes. I get a tax credit. I'm getting people's taxes. I don't want taxes to end because I'm getting
No,
money.
it's not going to end. There's another
Yeah,
way to do it. Let me
there needs to
ask
be
you
more
this:
taxes so I can have more money.
do you know that everything that is bought brand new, if everything in the world that or in the United States that was bought brand new had a tax on it, when you bought it, the taxes are not on there, but it was automatically added, that we would have enough taxes to pay all medical, all the military, everything that we need. Everything.
What do you
Even
think?
all the city, state, and county
No,
money
you
would
pay
come from that.
taxes. Let me explain to you why you pay taxes. You pay taxes. If you don't pay taxes, you don't get to buy stuff from the store. And if you don't pay taxes, the IRS, if you get $10,000 behind, they'll wage garnish you. If you get $100,000 behind, then you get put in prison.
Guess what? I'm over $17,000 in debt with the IRS, and I haven't seen them one day.
Do you have a public job?
Nope.
Do you draw a government check?
No, I do send in taxes through my check, but they are not coming after me for the money that
Okay,
I owe.
so the government is giving you money.
No, the
So,
government's not giving me money.
okay, yes, the government's getting. So what I'm saying is, if you had a public job, you would get a wage garnishment. But since you don't have a public job, the government's keeping you up. You're the same as me, except for I get more money than you from the government because I'm a caretaker now.
Well,
You get more money because I'm paying your salary. I pay
let me,
taxes. I don't get that money back. It's going to you. I'm
Me.
supporting you.
And because I can't find a job I'm an able-bodied worker. I'm a 31-year-old male. Who cares? I can't find a job that can supplement this income that the state's giving me. I mean, child care is $30,000 a year. So even if I had a job, I'd have to pay somebody $30,000 a year to watch my child, and then I'd lose $768 in food stamps, and then I would lose $9,000 a year going to school that they pay me, and $5,000 tax credit, and then my wife would also lose her tax benefits. So you're talking about $60,000-$70,000 the state. That's how much I'm benefiting from the state per year. So you say taxes is a bad thing?
I'm
Not for
not
me.
saying taxes are. I'm not saying taxes are a bad thing. Okay, but they call it a fair tax, but their fair tax is taxing everything. Okay, I work in construction. I pick up dirt from the ground that, like my boss has a pit, and all that dirt coming out of the ground that's the land that he owns is pretty much pure profit income. Okay, if every bit of that dirt, every load that came out was taxed at a certain amount, okay, and then the pen that you buy, if it had a tax on it, every new item had a tax on it. But it would, you'd have to tweak it and do it under an app. And once it was done and showed to the public, this is the amount of taxes that you paid this year. The problem is we are being doubly, triply, quadruply taxed without representation. The Constitution says we don't have to pay taxes. There has been an amendment on there that says we have to pay taxes. But the book I just told you about, the complete IRS tax code, you can go to the Freedom Law Library on YouTube, and that guy will tell you don't have to pay taxes. And he's got that same book with him. You read that book, it costs $257 now. The stuff that the government changes yearly about tax code is if you owe taxes, you can take these deductions. That's all they're doing. They're not changing whether you owe it or not. If you don't know the law and you get nailed with tax evasion, then you're going to go to jail because you're ignorant of the law. But if you had that book with you and you gave every one of the jurors the book to borrow while the case was going on, and the judge and the prosecutor and your
I know,
lawyer, and
like,
you
what
had
is the
one,
big
they
thing?
would
Like,
find out that you do not owe taxes.
what's so special? What's in the book? Is it like
In the
is
book,
it?
when you open it up, number one, it's written by the IRS. Number two, when you go down for
Yeah, but
libel
what
for
in the book?
taxes,
Yeah.
when you go
So
down to
give us the
libel,
secret here.
when you go down to libel for taxes, and then you turn over to that page, you find three businesses that owe taxes and nobody else.
All right,
When they
but
met,
here's what I.
when taxes came in existence back in World War II, they said we're going to charge taxes until the war is over, and after the war is over, nobody will have to pay taxes. They never stopped taking the taxes out of your check, and nobody knows that it stopped.
I mean, you're still paying taxes. I mean, for one, okay. Here's the thing: all companies that do business in the United States must pay a tax because you have to. The employees, like, you're not allowed to work if you don't, like,
Okay,
if
I
they
want you.
don't turn in your taxes, they do it for you. The company does. You have to pay them. It's not a choice. And you're saying, well, I mean, you can work for yourself, but if you end up making a lot of money and you get $100,000 in debt, like Larkin Rose did, you're going to jail. He spent 15 months in jail because he owed him $100,000.
I want you to look up a guy on YouTube. His name's Joe Bannister. He went to he decided he wanted to get a job, and he went to the FBI, and they weren't hiring at the time. So he went to the he went to the IRS, and they trained him. They gave him a badge and a gun.
Okay,
He would hang
are
on.
you reading what Rami wrote? You need to read what Rami wrote.
You
Tax
hear
code
what
is
I'm
not.
saying, okay?
Okay, so the IRS is not going to knock on your door and say, "Give me money." Who is going to do what?
Okay,
Like
just
read
hear me
that.
out. Okay, this guy right here. This guy right here I'm talking about, Joe Bannister, carried a gun and a badge. He enforced IRS tax code. He kept hearing people on different talk shows saying that you do not have to pay taxes. Over the next 10 years, while he was doing his job, he researched and found out that there is no law in the United States where you have to file or pay income tax. He went in and turned that into the IRS, and he said if it doesn't change, he's going to have no choice but to quit because they cannot enforce a law that does not exist. Well,
Hey,
they
Zoom,
came out that they
Smokey,
came out that
let me step in here. I don't mean to cut you guys off, but I took a little poll in the chat. We've gotten way off topic from ID refusals to taxes that nobody wants to hear about.
okay.
We got off the Fourth Amendment and refusal to homes all the way to taxes. So I don't even understand how we got there, but it was probably I'll take partial responsibility because I didn't interject. I didn't interject sooner. But wait, are you gonna be real sweet and let them finish their points? So everybody's wanting us to get back to this video because this poor guy is sweating this ID thing about trying to move the hell out. He's not even trying to get his shit in there. So I don't know what it is in North Carolina, but I know in Texas you don't have to show ID unless you're lawfully been arrested. So
I should move to Texas.
How about you talk to the neighbor? Because she saw me here earlier, man. Okay. Look, man, you're giving me a hard time. I'm just trying to go.
You're giving us a hard time.
No, I'm not.
Been out of here 5 minutes ago if you just want to identify.
That's not how it works, bro. I don't have to tell you anything. I told you what. I have the key to the house and I'm working. Look, there's nothing in there to burglarize. And you tell me that
because it's all in your truck.
You told me that the neighbor called and she doesn't know. And I'm telling you what it is. The lady that lives here, she's getting evicted tomorrow. Like,
who's the lady that lives here?
Amy Evans. Can you ask the neighbor? I know them. I know everybody. Can I? What are we gonna do? I'm not telling you my name, bro, because I know my rights. I don't have to give you my whole name for nothing. I don't. All right then. What are you gonna do if I don't? Amy, I guess I'm going to jail. Call your supervisor, bro. Can you do that? Nope. You got your body cams on?
Yep.
I can't tell if there's on, sir. Can you please not do what you're doing? Where's your supervisor, man?
You got a problem with how we're handling stuff?
Yeah, because
jail, you could
no, bro. Call your supervisor.
No. This doesn't need a supervisor.
Help! Help! This does need a supervisor, bro. I didn't break no law.
the only law he broke was moving out while black. That's it. It's the only law he broke. And POP, pissing off police.
But obstructing official
I didn't
business.
obstruct anything.
Yes, you are.
This is bullshit, man. What is today? Sunday? Or today Sunday?
Technically.
Come on, man. Give me a break. Look at all this work I got to do, bro.
All you had to do is identify yourself.
That's not how it works.
It is how it works.
That's not how it works.
You can take that up with an attorney at the courts.
Come on, man. Oh, my God. My daughter, man. Let me make a phone call to my daughter.
Nope.
Now, where he could have gotten away with that, Smokey, and everybody that's listening, under threat of her, are you threatening to arrest me if I don't identify? Yes. If I don't identify, you will arrest me, correct? Yes. Okay, so I will give you my ID under duress. That's a Fourth Amendment violation without you going to jail. And it's a lawsuit. May not be more, but why spend all the money fighting, not knowing whether you're going to beat the charge or not? That's what they do with our our horrible injustice system. That's what I'm calling it, injustice, because that's what it is. Did the other guy leave? I guess he wanted to keep talking about taxes. I was burnt out on taxes. I got to pay those in April, man. I don't want to talk about them right now.
You can do that from the county jail.
Bro. No.
All you had to do is work
You guys
with
are
us.
violating my rights. That's not working with you. That's giving up my rights. Can you please call your supervisor?
Nope.
My dog is here.
No.
Help! Please call your supervisor.
Nope.
Can you please call your supervisor?
Nope.
Nope.
Of course it is. Man, I didn't break no law.
Have a seat.
Man.
Have a seat.
Man. Fuck! Why did you guys do this to me, bro? What's your name, sir?
Reese.
Reese. I can't believe this, man. Where's your supervisor, please?
Nope.
Damn, man. Crazy.
He didn't have an ID.
I know that's the only thing he had was just a debit card.
Now they're going to walk in the house. Where's their search warrant?
Well, I mean, how hard was it to run his plates on his truck? Oh, I know, James. I said that I was trying to be nice at the very beginning when I called him a sheep. I already know. I can smell bootlickers and hear bootlickers all day long. But you know what? Maybe if you educate them a little bit, but when the government's paying them and that's all they care about, it's never going to change. So
Those keys.
Good.
Showing 36-year-old our city. He has suspended valid ID card. Noted vendor for drug. He is shown at 29 out of Mark apartment. Propelling to appear traffic. Break.
What do you know?
So they entered the house without a warrant. They didn't ask him if they could go in the house.
Well, here's the thing. At this point, they have reasonable suspicion to believe he was burglarizing. So and the door's open.
Though he already said that he could come, they could go in with him.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Although I'm just saying, everything that's happening right now is technically illegal because of the illegal detainment. I mean, well, that's actually a fine line because they got called that he was burglarizing the place. He's got a truck full of stuff. And the door's open. Now, what they could have done is gone over there to see if the door's been pried open, seen if his key matched, okay, or gone next door and gotten the neighbor to see if they recognized him, okay?
Yeah.
In the meantime, they could run his plates, okay? So now they could have done all this without handcuffing him and without entering the house. Okay.
They didn't want to do it. They believed that
if he was refusing,
they want him to be a burglar.
Well, the thing is, they have reasonable. Right now, they have reasonable suspicion. They don't have reasonable articulable suspicion. It's reasonable suspicion right now that he may or may not be burglarizing the place. But they haven't checked. They didn't check the door first. They didn't check the keys to see if he had access. So at this point, it's not articulable unless they find some sort of some other facts that he's burglarizing. Right now, it's just a call. Anybody can call in and SWAT somebody. That's what I was trying to tell that guy on the thing. But to ID him, how is IDing him going to tell whether or not he's burglarizing the place or not? How is an ID going to tell you whether or not I'm burglarizing that house?
Not.
It's not.
Other
So an
than it's
ID,
gonna,
so an
other
ID,
than him, his ID showing the address that he lives at.
yeah, but he already claimed that it was the lady there on the phone that was moving out because she was getting evicted. He was helping her move, and he's got to be at work in the morning.
Right.
So he was doing someone a solid and got called, and they wouldn't verify. They didn't investigate first. That's the problem. They did not investigate to come up with reasonable, articulable suspicion, which is what you need to actually detain somebody, not just reasonable suspicion. You need reasonable, articulable suspicion to detain. Now, checking that door to see if that door has been pried open, checking the windows to see if the windows have been broken, looking inside the house to see if it's empty with the door being open, which it is. You can clearly look inside, or clearly walk over with the guy
Right.
and put the key in the damn doorknob. So, or go grab the neighbor next door. There isn't enough reasonable, and there's definitely not probable cause for an arrest, which is what you need for an arrest. You can't just have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime to arrest someone. That's to investigate. That is to gain probable cause to arrest somebody. So right now, it's a Fourth Amendment violation. Now, did you hear why he didn't want ID? It came over the radio because he's got a failure to appear warrant. And that's why that cop made that smart-ass remark about, oh, it figures.
Amy Evans has just called in, stated that who that is, that he is allowed to be there.
Okay. What happened, man? Reed? Excuse me. Reed?
What?
What happened?
What do you mean what happened?
What happened?
I don't understand what you're asking.
What happened over the radio?
What do you mean what happened over the radio?
He called in my name and...
Who called in your name?
Huh?
Who?
So as you guys can see, if it's not one crazy thing, it's another. The last video we published on this channel was a guy whose vehicle was not reported stolen, but he was detained for stealing his own vehicle. As ridiculous as that sounds, just go back and watch the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. So in this case, it's another ridiculous stop or detainment by police officers. A guy is just trying to help out a friend. He has the keys to the house. He's not burglarizing the house. He's arrested for failure to identify when no crime was committed. And yes, we all know the way it's supposed to be, but that's not what actually happened. In this situation, the guy does take this to court, goes to trial. He actually lost. This guy was convicted of obstruction of official business. Even though, again, no crimes were committed, he's in possession of the key to the home. The person that was living in the home, calling dispatch, letting them know that, hey, he has the right to be there, gave them his name, gave dispatch all of the guy's information, proving that he had the right to be there. They still arrest the guy, and he's still dealing with this case even today. This is policing in America. I sound like a broken record saying this over and over and over again. We have to do something, but what we can't afford to do is sit back and do nothing. We the People University, signing off. Visit wethepeopleuniversity.com.
So did he not go to jury trial, or did he go to jury trial?
He went to court and lost. So I don't know if he did a bench trial, a jury trial. I don't have those facts. All because he refused ID. Now,
Well, at least he can appeal it.
he can appeal it because there was, it's the thing is, juries get it wrong all the time. We saw that in Carolina's case and Mata's case. You get a bunch of bootlickers that think just because you've been arrested makes you guilty. So, you know, it's you're innocent until proven guilty. You are not guilty until proven innocent. It's on the burden of the prosecutor to prove that you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If there's just one little doubt that you may or may not have done it or may not be a crime, then you should find the person innocent.
That's why was handing out flyers at the courthouse about nullification. But the reason I want to make up a book and hand it out at the driver's license bureau, you're not in the courthouse, number one, so they can't go, oh, well, you're gerrymandering. But if you hand it out at the place, at the driver's license place, and people are walking out, they won't take it into the building and leave it. They'll take it back to their car. Now it's in their car. They're either going to read it or throw it away eventually. But they'll have it in the car. Maybe they'll read it and say, oh. And then if they get chosen for a jury trial and go in there, well, I don't believe in this law that they're saying, and I'm going to vote he's innocent, basically.
Well, let me play this next one. I haven't seen any of these videos, so I'm just going along for the ride with the rest of you guys.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And this video will show you how knowing your rights can save you from tyrant police officers that either don't know the law or just chose to ignore it. And that just because you call a supervisor, it doesn't mean that you're safe. But first, remember to leave a comment with your thoughts on.
Plus, I want to let you guys know this is called People's Court Audit. The 467,000 subscribers. So make sure that if you
hit the like.
If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you go over there, hit that like and subscribe button so you can see. That way we can give them credit where credit's at. Credit's due.
Button to help these videos get out there to bring awareness to everyone of their rights and end police misconduct.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
I forgot we have in the police department.
Yeah.
What are you up to today?
What'd you pull me over for?
I was just curious. I saw you behind me. I couldn't tell what
you turned your emergency lights on and pulled me over because you were curious?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Activity.
What statute is that?
It's suspicious activity. So do you have a driver's license on you?
What'd you pull me over for?
Suspicious activity. I didn't know what you were doing.
That's not a law.
Actually, I
no,
pull you over for that, sir.
Suspicious activity.
Yes.
What's
your driver's
name?
license on you, sir?
What's your name?
Do you have your driver's license on you, sir?
Sir, you didn't pull me. You can't pull me over for suspicious activity.
Actually, I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
Can you call your supervisor? You have to have a statute why you pull me over.
Can I get a supervisor to my location, please?
Hey, let's go TVO. He said he's curious about what was going on. It's called a welfare check. You know about those, don't you?
What was the suspicious activity?
Why is he hiding from the camera?
Can I ask what you were doing out there, sir?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
So why are you asking me questions then?
Because you're a public servant. I'm not. I'm not paid with taxpayer dollars.
Okay. So what's your name? Is this your car?
Why did you pull me over? What statute is that you pulled me over for? What lawful reason? Can you articulate that? Because I took your picture?
I couldn't tell what you were doing, sir.
Right. Well, then you pulled me over because you couldn't tell what I was doing?
Because it was suspicious activity. You sat behind me even though there was no reason to. There was no traffic coming.
I didn't sit behind you.
Yes, you did. You sat on Brewster Street for a while.
Yeah.
There was no traffic coming. You could have pulled out and turned north onto Richmond as your blinker suggested.
Why were you sitting there? There was no car in front of you.
I had conducted a traffic stop.
All right. Move out of the way of the road. You're impeding traffic.
Check with you, check it out.
Hi.
Hi.
Lieutenant Alavac with Appleton Police. You asked to talk to a supervisor?
Yeah, this guy pulled me over for suspicious activity.
Okay.
He said, what statute is that?
Which what?
What statute is that?
It's not a statute, sir. It's a...
So he's pulling me over for a non-violation. I haven't violated. I wasn't committing a crime. I wasn't about to commit a crime, and he didn't catch me committing a crime.
Okay.
Why did he, or any violation, why did he pull me over? Suspicion in itself isn't a reason to pull someone over.
Well, when you're in an area where an officer is conducting a traffic stop on another vehicle and you
Right.
stop and you have something in your hand, it's kind of a dangerous world we live in.
Brooke Cameron, good evening to you too. James Forbes, Jim DeWitt, Will J. Rockstar, the people that come in a little late. I thought maybe Plead the Fifth came in here, but that was just OTVO saying that. Who else do we got in here that I might have missed? Anybody? Grateful Dabs? Matthew Hayden. Okay, I think I got everybody. Back to it. All right.
Living right now. Okay, so he didn't know what your intentions were or what you had in your hand.
Right.
Okay, it's certainly within the law to film. You just have to do it in a way that isn't going to cause concern with regards to an officer's safety.
No, that's not true. The Supreme Court already ruled on this. It doesn't interfere with its officer safety.
Yep.
At all.
Yep. Okay, so he stopped to see what you had in your hand because he didn't know
Well,
it was a camera.
that's not what he said. He said suspicious activity.
Yep.
And that's not a reason to stop me either.
Okay. Well, it could be. It certainly could be.
Well, a lot of things could be, but it's not.
Well, the totality of everything here is he didn't know that was a camera. Okay, if it was clearly a camera, it wouldn't have been a stop. But he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's still a violation of my rights for him to pull me over for that reason.
Okay, we don't have anything else right now. Okay. Okay, well.
Yeah, I didn't commit any violation or crime. You can't run my ID.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you need it for anything else? 'Cause
Don't stop people unlawfully. Honor your oath.
You're on your way, sir.
Honor your oath.
You're on your way.
You're on your way.
you point to your camera?
What do you think it is?
Why don't you pay attention to the road?
Why don't you stop talking to me?
Now, this shows perfectly why you cannot assume that just because you call a supervisor or a sergeant, you will be safer, because you have to remember that they had to learn this from someone, and usually it's from their senior officers. And this is why it is so important for you to know your rights and to help us to bring awareness to the rest of the public. So don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, like the video, and leave a comment to reach more people. And remember, always record the police.
All right. What'd you think of that one, Smokey?
I like that one.
Well, if you like that one, you're gonna like this next one. This one is hour long. I just caught the intro and I thought this was a doozy.
Okay, you guys are getting too close.
We'll back up. Can I have your name and your badge, officer? Can I have your badge number?
That's here.
Can I have your badge number?
You feel safe now that you see more white people?
J-Rod in the house. He's got a Texas Longhorn icon. Smokey, you're cutting out. You got some bad signal, man. You got bad signal. You may have to restart your browser or something, man. You got that Walmart connection. J-Rod, I don't know, man. You're cutting in and out. J-Rod, where are you from? J-Rod, where are you from? Where at in Texas? I'm in the Fort Worth area. DFW.
Right to you, ma'am.
Can I have a badge number?
Do I look right to you?
They have their on unless you're involved. Okay. We just asking a question, sir. Okay. We just asking a question, which is our constitutional right, because he's being detained. This is nuts.
This is so ridiculous.
There is no crime being committed.
Am I here?
You have to relax.
Yeah, you're
There was a
here.
man that knocked our door that was drunk. Did you see he was?
Look what I got in my hand.
November 17th, 2018 in
You're interrupting my video to show me what?
This is Brownie.
What's that?
This is Brownie.
You're cutting out. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Your signal's like cutting out really bad. I don't know. You got some bad weather there or something? Because that could, if you're getting affected down there in the Waco area, then it could be
I don't think so.
What's that?
I don't think so.
I'm only catching every 2 or 3 words.
Montgomery County, Maryland, a serious case of police misconduct occurred when Samuel Ayer, a black man, was violently arrested right in front of his home while trying to assist an unconscious person. For more details, check the links in the description. If you agree that the police actions were wrong, leave the number 5 in the comments.
Man, we caught all this shit, man. Let's step back. Let's step back. I can ask why I'm detaining him.
He lives here.
He's clearly.
This is our neighbor. So what are you doing?
Quit the shit then.
Calm down. He lives here. Okay, you guys are getting too close.
We are? We're going to back up. Can I have your name and your badge, officer?
Off of me, son.
Can I have your badge number?
That's here.
Can I have your badge number?
Do you feel safe now that you see more white people? Do I look white to you, ma'am?
Can I have a badge number?
Do I look white to you? Are you scared of
But I'm trying to tell y'all detaining the wrong person. Clearly y'all detaining the wrong person.
White people because you're not helping the person that needs help.
Relax.
Come on, Dave, show your white face. You need some white privilege. Because in front of our own home, this is how you're treating our children?
Absolutely.
Some white privilege.
Y'all detaining them for nothing. I back up. What is he arrested for?
Are you involved in this?
Yes, I called the medical people because there was a man unconscious out here. So I am talking to you right now. You never answered me. What is he being arrested for?
What am I being arrested for? Tell me,
That's
sir.
what you never answered. How you going to this pocket,
What am I
officer?
arrested for,
He
bro?
has broken no laws.
I haven't been cooperating. You're law, bitch.
You guys do me favors. Do you want your dad? Just keep some distance. Give us some distance.
The female's the one making the most scene here.
Why you doing something wrong, though? There ain't no saying. We just asking a question. Why we all live here?
It's a law, bro. You still haven't told me.
This is why you recording. You are being recorded by my body.
Thank you. And you are cool.
Yes,
Thank you.
okay. I'm also going body number 306. Okay. They have their thing going on unless you're involved. Okay.
We just asking a question, sir.
Okay.
We just asking a question, which is our constitutional right, because he's being detained. To ask a question? It does. He's being searched illegally. Absolutely.
Listen to me. The time to ask questions is after the scene is taken care of. Okay.
Is there a crime being committed, sir?
Listen, I don't know.
That's what I'm asking. You let me know when you figure out if there's a crime being committed. I can ask you a question.
Don't be black and help nobody.
Relax.
Okay. What do you want to tell me?
I just want to know, what is he being detained for?
But what is it that you want to tell me?
I just want to know, what is he being detained for? My neighbor. I'm a neighbor. I live right here, sir. Okay. I called because there was a man inebriated.
That's what I want to know.
Right, the person that you just detained, he helped that man.
Okay.
He helped that man. The man was laying on the floor.
Relax. I'm right.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. It's no aggression. Hold on a second.
And this is why you don't call armed men with guns to your home or anybody else that you like. If they need help, you help them. Don't let the damn police help them, because they ain't going to help them. They help their ass right to jail.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's no aggression, officer. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to call for help.
I can't talk to you unless it's a normal conversation.
Absolutely. I'm just honestly, I'm so shook up because
What's
look how
a
the
normal
police is
conversation?
here. And I called and no one
moving them out of here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now we're having
Thank you. We having a conversation. I'm asking you, why is my neighbor detained? Why was his face on a card? And he committed no crime, sir. Okay. And he helped the person.
See, if I could just add something here. First of all, let's understand a couple things. All right. Number one, nothing's going to get accomplished. Everybody upset. Number two, you don't know the whole story. All right. That's what. And
can you tell me the whole story?
We're going to try to give you as much as we can, because technically, we're not obligated to tell you everything because
we live here. We live here. So if there's a crime that's being committed,
you're not letting me talk.
You're absolutely right.
Not letting me talk.
You're absolutely right.
You have jumped to conclusions and you don't know what happened here. Okay?
Please inform me.
You honestly didn't. Okay. You know what? We're coming up on a scene. Guy gets violent with one of our officers.
You didn't get violent, sir.
Okay. All right. You know what? You were there through the whole thing, right?
Right here. I watched the whole thing, sir.
All right.
I called. So I'm watching the event, sir. So he never got violent, sir.
Okay.
He was talking to your officers. Your officers grabbed him and detained him. I came outside. I asked him. And that's what I'm asking. What's the reason he was detained?
It's their turn to
yes,
talk.
sir.
The little that I know right now, and I'm going to figure out the rest of the station, okay, is that they came up here for the fire rescue call, and this guy happened to be in the area, and then the officer smelled an odor of marijuana coming from him. She addressed him with respect to that, and then he didn't want to allow her to search him.
Which is his right.
No, he's under arrest at that point.
Did she read him his rights?
He doesn't need to. Okay?
She don't have to read him his rights?
He doesn't.
She does not have to read him his rights.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And she tried to conduct a search, I guess, and I don't know the next part of it as far as what happened. And that's what I need to figure out at the station to see what charges that he's facing.
Okay, smell alone is not probable cause to search your body, okay? You could have burnt one off. You could have been near somebody who smoked. Did you see them with one in their hand? Did you see them put out butts? It's a Fourth Amendment violation all day long.
Okay, and that's all I know.
So your officers did not tell you what he was charged with?
Right now, it's for the drugs.
Sir, you need to understand something. Let's understand it. And maybe I'll educate all of you here a little bit. First of all, when you talk about reading their rights, we read people their rights when we're going to question them. All right?
Question them.
Number two, the situation. Okay, I think we're probably done here. All right, we're done.
I didn't interrupt you, sir.
No.
I'm trying to be educated.
I told you what I know. Okay,
we appreciate
that's what I know right now, and I'm going to figure out the rest at the station, which is why I cleared everybody out of here. Okay, I'll figure out what the charges are. He's an adult. He'll be served with whatever charges that he gets.
Do you know about the person who was in distress?
I don't.
Okay, it seems to
but that's the whole purpose of calling.
I understand.
Because he helped that person, sir.
Listen.
But you never got to that.
The police get called to scenes all of the time.
You didn't call the police. It was I know because again I called.
Because you don't want to listen.
You're gonna leave because you don't want to talk to me, sir. I'm talking to you with respect.
It's over.
I'm talking to you with respect. And it's very frustrating that we pay for the police. And if you walking away. Yeah,
but he said it happens all the time. And you're supposed to that's what he said.
When someone's helping, then they get arrested for nothing.
For nothing.
Wow.
Instead of assessing the situation.
And Rob, you're correct. You need to have a charge to take someone to jail. You can't formulate charges after you go to jail. It's just like if you go to a judge and you try to charge somebody, you have to have a warrant signed. Police officers have to have something they can charge you with to take you to the station. They can't just sit there and say, well, we don't know yet. They can't do that. Anyways, Smokey, are you there? Do you got any kind of comments or something? Hopefully your signal don't cut out.
I'm here, but I don't know how my signal is.
Signal's better now.
I took a lot of my stuff that was running in the background, turned it off.
That would explain it. Well, okay. So I see what you sent me in the private chat. What you were showing me is a Brownie new cam that I can mount on Brownie. Okay, I got it. I get it. Gotcha. What do you think about this situation, though? Somebody said, where was it at? Rob Weedman. Show me shouldn't he know the charges before taking him to jail?
Yes.
Even if it's just something like interference or obstruction. Yeah, I mean, you can figure out what was the cops can always dupe up the police report later, but you got to have a charge. You can't just be a blank charge.
Well, I smell marijuana.
Great. You smell. So I'm arrested for the smell of marijuana. It doesn't give you the reason to search me. I know people that stink like marijuana that don't have any on them, but it doesn't even give you reasonable articulable suspicion. The smell of how do you know it wasn't hemp? How do you know it wasn't CBD? How do you know it wasn't like he walked through a cloud of it that somebody was smoking?
I'll give you something. I'll give you something everybody would agree on. All the auditors need to be internal affairs.
Yep, and I'll tell you right now, guys, that complaint's sitting on the desk going somewhere. It's going through command, so. But anyways, let's get back to look where I paused it. Look at this chick. She had the worst attitude of the whole scene. Pigtails are the worst.
And offering support, Officer Moda and her colleagues quickly arrested Samuel R. without considering the context. When Samuel R's family and neighbors requested an explanation, they were met with aggression and threats from Officer Moda. The incident highlights a lack of professionalism in Officer Moda's handling of the situation and her aggressive response, which increased feelings of insecurity and disrespect in the community. Citizens have the right to know the reason for an arrest, especially when a good deed is treated as unlawful. This incident underscores the need for improved training, increased accountability, and the promotion of transparent communication to restore public trust, particularly in vulnerable communities. Leave the number 5 in the comments if you believe Officer Moda needs to be fired.
I agree with the number 5.
I remember you.
What's that?
I agree with number 5, and I also don't agree with more training. They just need to be, well, maybe more training that they can't do this, and if they do it, they go to jail.
Well, I mean, it's training, education, it's leadership. I've been saying this for a while, and then the fact that they have qualified immunity. Qualified immunity just allows them to hide behind it. But you're right. If there was a way to get rid of qualified immunity and charge them with the same crimes we would be charged with for doing the same thing, then maybe they would think twice before doing it. You know, to them, It's just a job and I can put my hands on you. We do it. Oh shit, I'm going to go to jail if I do it. I'm thinking about the law, about going to jail. And that's really what the fear they need to start thinking about. Wow. Yeah, I know. That's Brooke Cameron. We got Chuck Bronson to thank for that. He went in and sabotaged my Nightbot.
Exactly.
What were you saying, Smokey?
I believe that I forgot what I was going to say now. Go ahead with the video.
I remember you just said offers give me a ticket last time, right?
I need your ID. I need your ID.
What's the reason stopping me?
Because you were speeding.
No, I wasn't.
And then you also held your phone up in front of you.
Because you were splashing car, you were slow. You're throwing traffic down.
I need your ID, sir.
No, what's the reason?
I need your ID. I told you exactly
No,
why.
you did not. Because you were slowing traffic down.
You were speeding.
No, it wasn't. 63.
Holding up your phone.
You 63. I'll put it with the speed limit.
Hey, I put a limit of 63.
I need your license.
No, I wasn't speeding.
Okay.
What's my
Do you want
speed
to
limit?
go to jail?
What is
Because you
speed
go to
limit?
jail for obstructing the legal process.
What's the?
I need your
No.
license, sir. For now.
No, I'm gonna. Can I get your badge number too?
Yeah, that'll be on everything.
So what's the reason again? So what's the reason slowing traffic?
And then you were holding your phone up while you were driving.
Because you slow the traffic down. Because you slow the traffic down. You flash your light. You slow the traffic down.
Your driver's
Did you
license,
slow the
sir.
traffic down? Yes.
Sir,
Did you slow
I
the
need
traffic
your
down?
driver's license.
I'll give it to you if you answer my question. Did you slow the traffic down?
Do you want to go to jail? If you're obstructing the legal process and you continue that, you will go to jail.
I'm gonna sue you. I'm going to sue you.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys right now, that's the wrong attitude right there. That's the wrong attitude. Don't threaten to sue them. Don't argue with them. Just get it on the record and make sure you get that threat to arrest on camera before giving it to them and tell them you're doing it under duress. That's what people need to start learning. You know, but don't call them pigs.
Need that trifold.
I swear that I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. Watch me. I'm going to. You slow the traffic down. You ain't trying to answer my question. Why did you slow the traffic down? You go above speed limit. Then you do what? You flush your light, right? I have to record it because you got plenty of traffic. You are playing with the traffic on the highway.
Okay. Not playing with the traffic.
Yeah, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
yes, you do. You slow the traffic down. Playing with people in traffic. Yes, you do. I'm gonna sue you.
Just relax.
I'm going to sue you. I swear to God. I'm going to sue her.
Do you have insurance on the vehicle?
I do have insurance.
I need to see your insurance, sir.
I'm going to sue you. Just remember that.
On July 26, 2024 in Minnesota, Officer Rindle stopped a driver and accused him of speeding and using his phone while driving. Although the driver denied any violation and requested a clear reason, Officer Rindle still accused him of obstructing justice without providing evidence, escalating the situation. The incident highlights issues of accountability and transparency in law enforcement. Officer Rindle needs a clear reason and specific evidence when stopping a vehicle or accusing a citizen. Abuse of power not only erodes trust, but also raises concerns about similar violations.
Oh, I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you, though.
Why are you taking pictures?
I like them.
Well, no, you're full of money about that. So,
I like them. That's why I'm taking
do you have any idea?
I do, but I'm not showing it. I'm sorry.
Why are you not showing?
Because it's my right to my privacy, man.
Well, why are you taking pictures of our patrol?
Because I like the patrol cars. What's your name, Miss Fowler?
I'm Sergeant Fowler.
Sergeant. I'm sorry. Excuse.
Yes,
I didn't mean any disrespect. Sergeant.
Sergeant? I don't have to call you Sergeant. I don't have to call you shit. Call you by your first name if I feel like it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to plug in. I don't think I've done any kind of plugins yet. I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Just to let you guys know, you guys can help me out. I got court January 7th. I've got Cash App, PayPal, buymeacoffee.com, GoFundMe, Super Chat, Super Gifts. Just remember memberships. Just remember all those. They do take about half of the money from me. So four corner fist in the air in the house. So, you know, prefer you guys donate directly to me. So YouTube doesn't get half, but you don't always have to. But any help you guys can do on this glorious Christmas day, I'd appreciate it. And like I said, I am going to get back into this. So here we go.
Fella, I like the cars. That's all.
Well, and I know that's not true. There are some issues.
Are you
with-
inside my brain?
I know that there are some issues with officer safety when there's no reason for you to take pictures of the patrol cars.
Can I level with you?
Yes, sir.
Officer safety doesn't trump the Constitution. The Constitution says I can do this.
You are correct.
Yes, ma'am.
You are correct.
Thank you. If I need help, I know where the front door is. I'll go in and extra help. Thank you, though. Is this your vehicle here?
Yes, sir.
It's a nice vehicle, man. 26223. That's interesting. And all these vehicles parked down the hill, are they still in use? They are? Okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you also call in suspicious? It's not a felony or misdemeanor. Call that in too, please.
So can you tell me why? Besides the fact that you just like taking
I'm a journalist, ma'am. I'm a journalist. And I don't have any press credentials because the state doesn't issue them. I can make them myself, which doesn't make them legal or valid. I'm a journalist. That's what I do. I go around, I travel, take pictures of federal and government buildings, police to police, and make sure y'all aren't doing anything y'all aren't supposed to do. That's all.
And is there any reason, are you going to post this on Facebook or anything like that?
All
Is it to
everywhere.
harm law enforcement at all or anything like that? No.
I don't wish harm upon anybody. Not at all.
Well, that's our main concern is we just want to make sure that
Oh
we're
my
safe
God.
and that you're safe.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no offense to the ladies in the room, but I'm about to make a statement. This bitch don't need her stripes. Somebody needs to come over and rip those stripes right off her damn patch because she's over here trying to claim that our First Amendment right to film needs a reason to, and it's in the name of officer safety. Well, if she's so concerned, why is she out there confronting the cameraman? Why is she confronting the Karen like a Karen confronting the camera? Really? If you don't want to be on camera, don't walk up to it. Shut up, honey bun. Go back and get some more training.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't mean any harm, any ill will, any ill intent. I just go around taking pictures. That's all I do. Take pictures, take videos, post them on my blog, Facebook, just stuff like that. That's all I do.
Is there any interest? Like, are you trying to figure out if we're not using funds properly, if we have too many vehicles?
Oh, no. I mean, I would like to know where my tax dollars are going, but I mean, other than that, I don't. Again, I'm not here to pester you about anything or any other officer. But I mean, this is a protected activity by the Constitution, and I didn't expect this barrage of officers.
Well, I mean, this is our headquarters.
And I understand your headquarters, and I get y'all asking questions. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just taking pictures and videos and get shots of the cars down here, down the hill, and I go into the courthouse next, and I'll be on my way.
But you do understand our concern as well.
I don't care about
it
your
is funny
concerns.
that somebody comes and takes pictures of our patrol cars. It's not a normal everyday thing.
It's not. I mean, but again, I mean, it's completely legal.
It could be.
That's just that's just all I'm doing.
You're correct.
Yes.
And it's all, just a honest conversation is all I'm asking.
And again, I respect that because a lot of officers, they try to impede on this right, and
Why? She's not gonna get she expects honesty out of you, but she's not gonna give you honesty. Liar. Look at that look where I stopped it, paused it at. Look at that look. She don't care. She just wants to find any reason to get that ID like little cracky. ID. That's all she wants.
And they throw that suspicion word out, and they try to stop you from doing it just because they personally don't like it. But like I tell them, America's ran off the law of the land and not personal feelings. And personal feelings are subjected to change. So you can't tell me that I can't do this just because you personally don't like it. And that's kind of my breaking point with police officers. They try to put their personal feelings above my constitutional rights, and I just don't agree to it. But outside of that, that's really all I'm doing. Just take pictures and videos. That's all.
Okay. As long as you don't mean us any harm.
Oh no, ma'am. Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely. Not at
You
all.
have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. You as well. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
On November 10th, 2018, in Asheville, North Carolina, the News Now South Carolina channel recorded a tense situation when David was approached by Sergeant Fowler due to concerns about police safety related to his filming. David asserted that his actions were legal and did not violate the Constitution. Sergeant Fowler questioned the purpose of the filming and where he posted it, but David stood firm, emphasizing his rights. Although another officer expressed concerns about being filmed, they could not ask him to stop as they had no authority. Sergeant Fowler remained calm, listened to David, and ultimately recognized that he understood his rights, deciding not to argue further. This situation highlights the interaction between citizens and police, as well as the importance of understanding and exercising personal rights.
Just another pig. Uh-oh, there's an oinker. That. You're so sweet. Come and say hi, huh? Just want to say hi.
You. You. Hold on. What do you want? What do you want? Put the paper down. Let me talk to her. Put the paper down. Come on the other side. She's not the driver. Stupid shit. I need everybody to share their stream right now. The lady's already banged on my window, on the passenger window. I need everybody to share this video right now. I'm stopped by Comal County Sheriffs for exercising my First Amendment right. Am I free to go? 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 What are you pulling me over for?
No, we don't.
My window's down. She's not driving. I'm not gonna roll. Hey, come over here and talk to me. What did you pull me over for? I can't hear you.
Lay down.
I can't hear you. Why'd you pull me over? My window is down. I can't hear you. Why'd you pull me over? Okay. Why'd you pull me over? Okay.
Is for a classic misdemeanor of disorderly conduct.
Okay.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
What's the disorderly conduct?
You were making obscene gestures at your.
Okay, that's protected by the First Amendment.
No, sir, where the public.
Disorderly conduct. Oh my God! Don't I know that charge so well? Obscene gestures. What's the definition of obscene?
That's an old phone.
Flipping somebody off is sign language. Protected under the First Amendment.
Like may possibly be
Who's the complainant? Who's the complainant?
Do you have your driver's
I do have my driver's license. Who's the complainant?
Do you have your driver's license?
Hold this. You guys are gonna get sued for this. My attorney's gonna eat your asses up. You guys cannot be the complainants as officers. I'm gonna reach in my back pocket. Don't shoot me. You understand me? I already told you I don't know weapons. I ain't answering no more questions. Where's my license?
Thank you, sir. Where are y'all headed to?
None of your business.
Okay. That's it. 105626453056453645. Okay, sir, as I explained,
Shut the fuck up. Are you gonna give me a ticket or not? Are you gonna give me a ticket?
For disorderly conduct.
Okay. Okay.
Middle finger out the window.
Yes. Oh, you know about her bitches?
I wanted to make contact with you and advise you to do that in the past. Whatever.
Look, guys, you're being live streamed right now. There's 1,000 people watching your stupid ass. Give me my license and let me go.
So you're detained right now, so just sit tight.
For what? You gonna write me a ticket?
You'll find out.
Okay, I wish you would. I wish you would write me a ticket.
She's probably gonna arrest you. So just sit tight, and we'll be back within a minute. Stay in your vehicle, okay?
Butt hurt. I flipped them off. They pulled me over because I flipped them off, guys. Everybody share this live stream right now. Two butthurt bitches.
Now, somebody said Cohen versus California. It even goes further than that. Why don't you try Houston versus Hill? Houston versus Hill is criticizing the police. You say whatever you want to them and whatever obscene gestures you want. Guess what? As long as it's not like pointing to your or doing something with your genitalia or something sexual around kids, it ain't disorderly conduct. Just because you feel offended doesn't make disorderly, because when somebody finds offended doesn't mean another person will find it offended as well. So, anyways, back to this.
It's right here. That's free speech. You goddamn right it is. Disorderly conduct. Ah! Millie Thompson's gonna eat this up. This is Comal County Sheriff Department. Guys, you guys feel free to look.
Rodney Kitley, what's up?
That's an old cell phone in his hand.
And give them a call and explain to them what the first.
What'd you say, Smokey?
That phone that he's got's an old one. I had one just like it.
Yeah, well, I'm facing a disorderly conduct charge, so I think this is kind of fitting.
Yeah.
First Amendment is when it comes to flipping police officers off. These bitches were liable to shoot me, man. Nope, they admitted that I flipped them off, and that's why they pulled me over. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Deputy
PV.
PV.
PV? You got a badge number?
461.
461, guys. The supervisor is on the scene. Is she the supervisor? Is she the supervisor? Yes, sir. Did you pull me over or did she pull me over? Okay. I don't answer questions.
You sign this morning or not?
And what happens if I don't?
Nothing. You can refuse.
You gonna arrest me if I don't sign it?
No, sir. It's just a warning. It's not a citation.
All right, let me have it. I'm not gonna sign it.
All right, so like I said, you are receiving a warning today for disorderly conduct with class misdemeanor. Okay, you cannot flash a team gesture.
You're a lying, stupid bitch. That's the First Amendment, and I'm fucking Millie Thompson's my attorney. She's gonna sue your stupid ass. You stupid bitch. Give me my license. Is that disorderly conduct too? You're a police officer. Stick that up your ass. Don't give me my license, you stupid cunt. Get the out of here, bitch. You.
On September 28, 2000.
That's funny. What, Brownie? What, buddy? What? What? Do you want us to come say hi to everybody? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? Jeez. I know, right? No, you gotta lay down. You gotta lay down. The show's not over yet. Lay down. All the way.
2019, in Como County, Texas, a man was being followed by the police without a clear reason. Upon realizing this, he became angry and gave the middle finger, leading to 2 female officers stopping his vehicle.
Lay down, boy. Sorry, I'm having some
resulting in a
internet
tense
problems.
situation. Under the First Amendment, actions like giving the middle finger are a form of free speech and are protected by law, even if they may upset the police. Therefore, the 2 female officers could not charge him with disorderly conduct unless there was an actual victim, and their hurt feelings were not a legal basis for action. In such situations, stay calm and ask, am I being detained? And what crime am I suspected of? You are not required to provide identification unless there is a legitimate reason. Recording the incident helps protect your rights and ensures police accountability. Legal protest should be accompanied by calmness, recording, and an understanding of your rights to handle the situation safely and lawfully.
Okay, this is not a public building.
That's not a public building.
It's not.
What do you think, Smokey? You think them females were little butt hurt with that middle finger?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing, Brownie? Go lay down.
He's hungry.
I just took him out like literally right before I started the show, so I know he ain't got to go to the bathroom. He's just this is one of those times where he tries to trick me to go outside, and the sun's already down. It's too cold to be going outside. You know better, buddy. Well, after we're done with the show, we might go out there right before bed or whatever. But he's tripping. But anyways, put a 1 in the comment section, guys. What do you think? So, oh, Jenny Phillips in the house for sure. Butthurt, appreciate it. I mean, I didn't say I was butthurt. I mean, I'm facing a disorderly conduct citation. So January 7th, I'll be going to court. Too cold, Christmas. Too cold in Texas.
Did I tell?
Because I just don't want to go outside.
Did I tell you about my car?
Did it take a shit or something?
I was on my way to work a while back. I've been driving the company vehicle for almost 3 weeks now. I hit a deer.
Oh, yeah, you did say something about that. I forgot.
Supposed to be ready on the 17th.
You did what now?
Supposed to be ready on the 17th, and I'll have to go up to Arlington and get it.
Go up to where?
Arlington and get it, Bandagriff.
Oh, okay, over there in Arlington. Yeah, I got you. Well, hit me up when you come into town. It's not like I'm driving and going to be somewhere on the other side of town when you come up this way this time.
Okay.
Anyways, let's get back to this. Let's see what kind of bullshit cop-splaining we're going to hear on this one.
State Correctional Institution, man.
Okay,
You're Tiffany Parsons.
Yes, Tiffany Parsons.
What's your badge number?
37, Gadsden County Sheriff's Office. Phone number 627-9233. And if you need anything further, I can give it to you.
Relax.
This is a security issue because
This is a First Amendment issue. This is a constitutionally protected right.
Damn, this chick's already starting off like pretty crazy. I mean, look at her. She's hostile. She's aggressive. She's belligerent.
Safeguard about First
once
Amendment.
you come off the sidewalk, it's a security
I've never been off the sidewalk. Have you seen me off the sidewalk? Have you witnessed me on their property?
Videotapes. Can
Go
you ask
request
the
it.
sergeant or lieutenant and let's just view the videotapes?
I have my chief security on.
Okay, because if you step
I never stepped off the sidewalk.
we have a big issue.
I never stepped foot off the sidewalk. I've been on the sidewalk the whole time. If I'm free to go, have a nice day.
You're not free to go.
So I'm being detained.
Temporarily.
For what reason? What's your reasonable?
You know who it sounds like? Even though I've got it fast forwarded, you know who it sounds like from the voice? That the auditor is? I'm gonna slow it down. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. There you go. I think it's Jeff Gray from Honor Your Oath. I'm gonna slow it down, see if I can hear the voice. Because I had it sped up. So I think it's him.
Tiffany Parsons without a valid reason.
You. Phone number 627-9233. And if you need anything further, I can give it to you.
Relax.
This is a security issue because
This is a First Amendment issue. This is a constitutionally protected right, safeguarded by the First Amendment.
Once you come off the sidewalk, it's a security
I've never been off the
issue.
sidewalk. Have you seen me off the sidewalk? Have you witnessed me on their property?
Videotape. Can
Go
you guys
request
get
it.
a sergeant or lieutenant and let's just view the videotape?
I have my chief of security on.
Okay, because if you step
I never stepped off the sidewalk.
we have a big issue.
I never stepped foot off
We
the
have
sidewalk.
a big issue.
I've been on the sidewalk the whole time. If I'm free to go, have a nice day.
You're not free to go
So I'm being detained.
temporarily.
For what reason? What's your reasonable articulable
Because I'm
suspicion?
conducting an investigation.
Based on what am I doing that's
I'm
illegal?
conducting an investigation.
What's your
and my
reasonable-
badge says that I can.
What's your reasonable
and you
articulable
will
suspicion?
Be quiet.
What is your reasonable
I'm
articulable
conducting an
suspicion?
investigation.
Based on
I'm
what?
conducting an investigation based on
What
a potential security issue.
Potential security issue.
Potential security issue. That's right.
I've explained to
Until
you-
I see the tapes, I have right to see the tapes. And after I see the tapes,
So you got to
if
detain me until you see the tapes.
Can you shut up long enough for me to finish talking?
That's not very nice.
Oh, man. That chick needs to get out of law enforcement and security. Holy shit. This chick, I don't know what her problem is. Where's this at? I got to find out who this
Good thing
is.
I wasn't there.
Oh, if I was her, I would have gone off on her, made her call for backup because I would have intimidated her. She ain't going to try to intimidate me being a small little fried pigtail like that. I'm going to tell her to shut up. I'm going to tell her to shut her mouth. I'm going to start screaming Houston versus Hill until I can't speak no more. Tell me to shut up, bitch. You better pipe down, the little small thing. You work for me. I'm the highest ranking person here on this scene. She needs to know that straight up. This is the problem we have with law enforcement. Whoever fired this chick needs to be fired with themselves. Rami said it right as I said it. There you go, buddy.
I don't give a damn.
Okay.
Until I see the videotapes, I am officially conducting an investigation. Once I view them and I see that you never step foot on this property, you are free to go.
What's your reasonable articulable suspicion that I stepped foot on that property? What's your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime?
She's butthurt.
Did you take an oath upholding the Constitution of the United States, ma'am? Are you aware that this is a First Amendment right?
It is, yes, sir.
Are you remaining silent?
I am pleading the fifth. How about that?
We've got your white vehicle from St. Johns County, and I have all of your driver's license information. Your license is, in fact, disqualified. Now that I have both of your information, the warden of this property wants you officially trespassed. Do both parties understand and acknowledge that you were trespassed from this property from this point forward? I have a property.
I hope she didn't solicit that trespass.
And I'm turning.
Kinetic Customs. About time you showed up, lady, little.
I hope she didn't solicit that
Here is
trespass.
your property receipt. Glad to get that back to you. Glad we could.
What's that, Smokey?
I hope she didn't solicit that trespass.
It doesn't matter. They never stepped foot on for your warrant. You can't trespass somebody who's never stepped foot on the property.
Oh, I understand that, but she said that you are trespassed, and I bet you she went up there and said, "Do you want him trespassed?" Yes, that's soliciting a trespass. That's a 10-year.
But it doesn't matter. If you never step foot on the property to begin with, you can't be trespassed from the property. That's
No, I'm not talking about me or me getting trespassed or
No,
or
you're
the
not hearing
person.
Smokey, you're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth. If you have not stepped foot on a property, that trespass is null and void, because a trespass is saying that you've stepped on the property, they don't want you to come back, or you didn't have a reasonable amount of time to leave because you refused to leave. Problem is, you're on a public sidewalk. You never stepped foot on the property. Therefore, you cannot be trespassed from something that you've never stepped foot on. It's like saying you're trespassed from the police stations, even though you haven't been down there.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is if an officer goes to a business and asks if they want you trespassed, that is a felony for an officer. 10-year sentence.
No, it's misconduct in their policies. Yes, I was quoting Chris Rock, Rob Weedman. I'm glad somebody from the 90s got that. Angry Vet, I did get your email. Yeah, it was kind of a little crazy. That whole 5 minutes that it went on. So, yeah, I watched it. All right, back to this pigtail that thinks she knows everything.
Identify both of you. You have officially been trespassed from the property again, reiterating that for
He
a
has
second,
as well?
third, and fourth time. You are trespassed, Mr. Thomas James Covenant and Mr. Jeffrey Gray from St. Johns County, St. Augustine. You're trespassed as well. Okay?
I understand.
Okay. Thank you. So go ahead and go back to your car and put the keys in there.
I'm standing right here on the sidewalk and take pictures till I'm done.
On November 24th, 2014, in Gadsden County, Florida, Jeff Gray was approached by 3 officers from the Florida Department of Corrections, FDLC, including Officer Allison, Lieutenant Hunter, and Lieutenant Barr, while he was photographing inmates. The video captured Jeff being surrounded by the officers in what appeared to be an attempt to intimidate him. Despite asserting his First Amendment rights, Jeff was stopped from leaving by Officer Tiffany Parsons without a valid reason. The exchange became tense when Officer Tiffany displayed rude behavior and repeatedly ordered Jeff to be silent, but she could not charge him due to lack of grounds. Eventually, Jeff was allowed to leave, but he chose to stand on the public sidewalk and continue photographing, which irritated Officer Tiffany, though she could not take action because he was not violating the law. The video ends with Jeff continuing to exercise his rights, highlighting the importance of understanding and protecting constitutional rights, especially when facing pressure from law enforcement.
Howdy. Sure. Just hold. Can I put my gloves on if you're going to make me have my hands on the cocket? I'm not armed.
Cars? We're going to take pictures of cars, take pictures of buildings.
May I ask why?
It's just a government building complex. It's interesting. I don't see stuff like this where I'm from.
Where you from?
South Texas.
South. You don't see buildings like this?
David
No, we
Warden.
don't have stuff like this. It's different. We don't put all our government complex like this. We don't put it all in one spot, so it's different.
Well, this area is there's children over here in this area that's not permitted to be filmed.
Okay. Yeah, we're not in.
Whoa, wait a second. There's children over here not permitted to be filmed. I can film whatever I want, whatever I can see. Maybe you shouldn't have your kids out in public if you don't want them filmed. How about that? How about that? I mean, I might play those that 104 mark you were talking about, but I've still got to play the rest of this video. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to play it. I still got about 30 minutes of this video left. Angry Vet, I was watching it right before I started this. So
interested in
pictures of government buildings that really make me nervous. Other than just the interesting fact that it's not really a legitimate reason. So, do you have any ideas, anything on you as far as, are you with a government agency or anything like that?
We're not. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. It's a publicly funded building. We're just here to take photographs and see if there's anything interesting here. We got the fallen officer memorial out front. You know, this is kind of funny because it's an education building, but the clock doesn't work. I mean, it's just silly stuff like that. We're not here to harm anybody. We're not looking for kids. We're just taking pictures. It's just public photography. I didn't care. I didn't think I needed it here.
You don't have any ideas on you at all?
I haven't done anything wrong. I mean, do I need to identify myself? I haven't done anything wrong.
If I want to make sure that you're not a wanted person or a felon, then I have that legal right to do so.
Well, I'm not wanted by anybody.
Tell you what, guys, this is let's wrap up our business. I know you're videoing, and that's fine. My name's Lieutenant Bill Miller, Tennessee Highway Patrol. So let's wrap up your business. Get what pictures you need. This is a little out of the ordinary and normal for us here.
Well, out of the ordinary is not against the law.
We've had problems with vehicles being broken into and vandalized.
Okay.
So therefore, yes, we take things very cautiously around here.
No, I understand that. Yeah, we're not breaking any cars. We're walking around with cameras. We're in plain view. We're not making any effort to hide ourselves or conceal ourselves or what we're doing.
Let me make a phone call and make some folks aware of your presence being out here.
Okay. And if you'll point out any areas that are specifically off limits, you know, that'd be fine.
You are 100% correct. This is a public access area.
Okay.
But you do have to understand, after 9/11, heightened alert, things are touchy as far as people taking pictures of people participating in constitutional rights. As far as people taking pictures of government entities, government buildings, and taking pictures of vehicles, it makes us a little nervous.
How are y'all?
I've also got another gentleman on the way to another trooper.
I'm Lieutenant Lund with Highway Patrol.
and you're making pictures on state property, and we'll need to see some ID. You're welcome to make pictures.
I'm not with your CID.
I need to see your ID. Identification. You're on state property, and we're allowed to ID people on state property. So I need to see some ID. Okay?
You're going to ask us to leave?
Is there a reason you don't want us to know who you are?
I just like to have my privacy respected. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't broken any law.
You come on state property, and we're allowed to ask you
Which
for
is
ID.
open to the public.
Correct. But you're allowed to be ID. So I will need to see some identification. We're not trying to. We are. Or is there,
Identification state.
if you come on state property, we're allowed to ask you for ID.
You're allowed to ask us.
So I'm going to need to know if your ID. Is there a reason y'all wanting to have a confrontation today? Because
We're
we're
doing
just trying
everything
to
we
do our
can.
job.
We're doing everything we can to de-escalate this, okay? But
There's
still
no
to have our.
escalation. There's no escalation. We're just asking for ID.
I did escalate now there's 3 of y'all. Okay, if you let me speak. Sure. We just want our privacy respected. That's all.
Understand.
All right, we're not here. We're not breaking the law. We're not going into private areas. We're not here doing anything wrong. We're just taking pictures of publicly funded buildings.
And you're on state property and we're asking for your ID.
And
There
again,
are things that are normal in everyday life, and there's things that aren't. As you see, the things that happen in Texas, all law enforcement just tries to take precautions to protect everyone. The employees here, and you, us, all the citizens, we just want to have an ID. So what that's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. That's all we're asking. We try to keep the public and the citizens safe. We try to keep state employees safe. There are 2 schools here. These children, we have to try to protect them. And if you don't want to tell us who you are, that's suspicious. I've told you who I was.
Rob, I don't know what he did, but he did hack my shit. So yes, probably.
It's suspicious. But there are 2 schools right here. You're right in front of one of them. The other one's right behind this building.
so they're not marked. So it's a reasonable articulable suspicion that I have, or am I announcing?
I don't know that, but I'd like to run your ID to see if you have any warrants, to see if there's a reason I should worry about the safety of the children in the state.
We didn't even know the kids are here. There's no sign.
And shootings. We don't want that to happen. You're not wanting to give us any ID, and we've got schools here with children. So I would really like to see your ID, please.
I'm going to respectfully decline.
Okay, sir.
I don't understand why you need to have my ID.
Because children are the utmost safety to the Tennessee law enforcement across this country. They're our main concern. I don't know that you're not going to, sir. The fact that you won't give me your ID makes me think that these children are in danger.
Okay.
They are my utmost concern.
There's nothing here.
A thought crime. This chick must be a sicko if she's thinking the worst of people that are just simply holding cameras in a public place. This chick needs to go. Brooke Cameron, what are you putting my name in there for? What's going to pop up?
Indicate any
I
children
don't
were
know
here.
that, sir. I don't know where your vehicle's at. I don't know if you have arsenal in there.
Yeah, that's not what you said. I say there's nothing here that indicates there are children here. We had no idea there are children here. All we're doing is taking. We came over here because the clock. It says educational nutrition. We came over here because the clock is wrong. It's kind of funny to have an education building that has the wrong time.
There's signs all through here that say there's schools
We
here.
came from over there.
There's signs that say this is school property.
I
There
didn't
are
see any
signs all over.
I had yet to see it.
You want to know how it's going to really set her off to escalate, put hands on? All they got to do is invoke their 5th Amendment at this point. Don't consent to any searches and seizures, and make sure that they know that they're, obviously invoke their 1st Amendment on camera right away again, so that way all this questioning and bullshitting's going. But yeah, she needs to go work for Uvalde so she can ID all the school kids and maybe protect them. She's the type that would go running away if she heard gunshots, though.
These children are my utmost concern.
Well, we're not interested in the kids. We're
I
here.
don't know that, sir. I don't know that you're not interested in children, but I'm worried about those children.
Okay. Well, I just told you that we're not here for the kids. We're here specifically for the.
Show me that you're not here for the children. Show me your ID.
That doesn't tell you what I'm here for.
I can make sure you don't have warrants, or there's no reason you can't be within so many feet of a school. I don't know that until I check it, sir. But these children are my concern.
I don't have any warrants. I'm not
I
wanted
don't know
anywhere.
that, sir, because you won't even tell me your name.
I just being guilty before.
No, sir, it's not.
Okay.
It's being precautious because we have children that lives could be in danger. I don't know that. You won't tell me who you are.
Your lives can be in danger going to the grocery store.
They're not going to be on danger in school grounds if we can help it. We don't want children to be in danger anywhere in this nation or anywhere in this country. And as law enforcement officers, we have a sworn oath to.
But you're not a law enforcement officer. You're a peace officer. That's what's on your certification. It doesn't say law enforcement officer. It says peace officer. Come on.
In actuality, I don't think David Warren could be there.
I mean, I just want to walk up and knock that hat off her head. Really, I do.
Protect people, and we're going to do that.
Yes,
all I'm asking you for is your ID.
First and foremost, your obligation to your oath is to protect my civil rights. That was the first part of the oath
And
you
it's
swore.
not illegal for me to ask you for your driver's license, sir.
All right.
I haven't broken
I'll
the
make
law
this
here.
easy. I'll make this easy. I'll make this easy for you. Are we being detained?
I'm asking you for your license.
Am I being detained?
I'm asking you for your license.
Okay, you're not answering my question.
I'm asking you for your
I'm going to
license.
assume that I'm not being detained. I'm just going to walk off. We'll just go on about our business. Do it that way. You know, you guys get tied up here for nothing. We're not here breaking the law. We're not here to harm anybody. It's a public complex. We're
Prove
just
to
here to
me
take
that
pictures.
you're not trying to hurt these children. I'm not here to hurt children.
Neither am I. Prove to me. You're the one with the gun, not me.
Let me run. Let me run your name for warrants and see if there's any reason that you can't be near school grounds.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
I don't know that, sir.
And as I explained to
Give me
him,
the opportunity to show that.
as I explained to him, you're going to generate a suspicious activity report.
No, I'm not.
He is. He is. He's already said he is. You're going to take that information. You're going to send it over to the Fusion Center. They're going to generate a report on me to Homeland Security. We end up on the terrorist watch list because we walk around and take pictures
No,
in
sir,
public.
that's not how the Fusion Center works.
That is exactly how it works.
That's not how it works. Because I'm the Homeland Security Lieutenant for the Nashville District.
Okay.
And that's not how the reports work. Because I deal with them every day.
Okay.
All I'm going to do is run your name and your driver's license number and see if you have any warrants or you have anything in the computer that shows you can't be near school. All right.
That's what I would do. It's just, am I being detained? If she don't want to answer the question, I'm assuming I'm not. So have a nice day, and I'd walk off. See what they do then. Call that bluff.
Right. If he wants to do a SAR report, let me tell you where that goes. It says on this date and time you went to a property that was state employees, schools,
I know
and made photos. That's all it says. It doesn't go anywhere else.
It goes a lot farther.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Okay.
And
So-
you're not going on a terrorist watch list. Just let me check.
Okay. So
Just show-
you're not
show me in
detaining
the
us.
public
You're not
and all
detaining
your
us. I'm just going
viewers-
to go on about my business. Okay. I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings. That's
You
not my
haven't hurt my
intention.
feelings.
Okay,
I'm
that's
worried
not my
about these children, and I think the nation should be worried about these children because we don't know if somebody in a hood with glasses hiding their face.
Hide my face. I can clearly see his face. My face is not hidden. I put it on because I'm cold. I'm not from here. Okay. I let this guy take my picture. Matter of fact, we all did. We're not hiding
He
anything.
keeps running when he was
He
running.
didn't a minute ago.
Yeah, he did run.
He was over here with us. You can ask him. He'll
So
tell you.
Why are you opposed to making? Why
I
would
want
you
my
be opposed-
privacy respected.
If you had children in that school and somebody else was here, wouldn't you want to know that we did everything possible to make sure nobody could threaten these children?
It's perfectly acceptable to do an FI. Yeah.
I'll need your name, your address, and your phone number, and
That does not-
date of birth. That's an FI.
Yeah.
They're called field information cards, and they're field interviews, and you do get information on field interviews. And you said it's acceptable to do that, so let's
It's acceptable to do
help
an
me do
FI,
that.
but I do not have to consent to anything.
So help me do that. You said do one.
I said it's perfectly acceptable. It doesn't mean I have to go along with it.
Let's talk a second.
Right.
Yeah.
Since you are refusing to call the request, we're going to ask you to leave the property. So we're going to follow you to your vehicle.
You're some more vehicles parked on the property. So, all right, we're gonna. That's fine. You don't even have to do that. You sit here and watch us. We'll walk straight to the road. I'm not interested in the children. We're not here for the
All day.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and go, and that's fine.
On October 7th, 2020, in Nashville, Tennessee, the right to take photos in public places, protected by the First Amendment, affirms freedom of speech and the press. Public spaces such as sidewalks, streets, and parks are areas where individuals have the legal right to record to gather information. Police requested identification, but under the Fourth Amendment, this can only be done if there is a reasonable suspicion that the individual is involved in criminal activity, as ruled in Terry v. Ohio. Asking for ID without clear grounds is a violation of civil rights, while security concerns around important buildings are legitimate. As in City of Indianapolis v. Edmond, the courts have emphasized that constitutional rights cannot be overridden unless there is specific evidence of a threat. The courts, in Hebel v. 6th Judicial District Court, also affirmed that people only need to identify themselves when there is reasonable suspicion. Cases like Glick v. Cuniff and Smith v. City of Cumming highlight the right to record public officials, ensuring transparency and accountability, particularly in interactions with law enforcement.
Don't do that. You understand me? Don't do that.
Bye.
What's your name, badge number?
There you go. Bye-bye.
What's your name, badge number? Sergeant Cook? Get the hell out of here. Yeah. Who the thinking you are trying to get light in my face? You public servant?
Hey,
No.
get out of my way.
Shut
Get out
up.
of my way.
Hey,
Get out of
don't
my way.
touch me.
Get out of my
No,
way.
I do the whole time.
Get out of my way.
Hey, shut the you hear me? No, I'm not. I've been here the whole time. Shut your mouth. You don't come up here and do that? I don't care who you are. And I got that on camera. I want to know who your commanding officer is. You hear me? They already had him in the back of the car.
Have a wonderful evening. He doesn't want you to film him, sir.
Oh, it's funny how I've been here longer than you.
He's just saying right now he doesn't want you filming him. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
Why is it always the pigtail that's always escalating? What the hell?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get in your car. Get in your car and leave. 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 I agree in Jesus. Now get in your car and leave, you public servant. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. All right, I can too.
You have no right telling me what to do, sir.
Go ahead. I just came here to film. You I've been here longer than her and she got in my face. All right. I have friends. I have friends. I have. All right, cool. I have friends in the South TV. All right. Shut. I'm. I don't. I'm. Then why should she not? Why can she not respect my rights to film?
Enough with that shit. You guys do that too much with phones and goddamn. No one cares anymore. No one cares.
On May 9, 2022, in Sacramento, California, an incident involving First Amendment rights was recorded by the Guerrilla Cop Watch channel. In the video, as a man was filming the police making an arrest, Officer Cook shined a flashlight into the camera, intentionally obstructing his right to record. Guerrilla Cop Watch expressed dissatisfaction, but Officer Cook continued to display an aggressive attitude, claiming that her safety was more important, even though her duty was to protect the public. This behavior sparked controversy and raised questions about Officer Cook's professionalism and accountability in her role as a sergeant. If you believe Officer Cook is unfit for this position, leave the number 5 in the comments. The incident highlights the importance of protecting citizens' rights and ensuring accountability within the police force.
Car 2016, car 1732, car 14, car 1448. What's going on? We got a huddle going?
Don't kick me off.
All right, I'm gonna need your name and badge number. Which side would you like me to approach? In the middle here or on this side? Thank you for having an American flag on your uniform. I appreciate that.
Sir. What kind of
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Beginning Alexandria Police Department.
Okay, what's your badge number?
2612.
Okay, great. And what don't I need to worry about?
This is police business right now. You don't need to worry about what's going on. It doesn't involve you.
Okay, well, I'm seeing 4 cars in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Do you think it's professional to say don't worry about it? Or you think it's professional to say we have an incident or we're just catching up on reports? It wasn't very professional to say don't worry about it. It was very dismissive.
Because it's a police.
Hi, can I get your name and badge number?
Sure, Sergeant Green, badge number 2257.
Are you her supervisor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm done with you. So I approached her. I just said, hey, what's going on? I'm filming. She says, don't worry about it. And I asked her for a name and badge number. Then there's this whole, all on camera, super slow, moving, take my time. It's all a show of disrespect. Is it respectful when a citizen in their neighborhood is concerned about 4 police cars asking, and she says, don't worry about it? Is that professional behavior?
Well, what is the initial concern as far as?
I live in this neighborhood. I see 4 police vehicles huddled over here.
Okay.
I come over. I'm wondering if is there a public safety concern? Has there been a theft? Has there been any crime? And so I ask her, and she says, don't worry about it. Police business, don't worry about it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I told you didn't worry about it.
Yeah. Did you do it with attitude? Remember, you're on camera. Did you do it with attitude?
It depends on if you believe I have attitude.
I'm asking you. Did you do it with attitude? No, you don't need to protect her. I'm asking you a question.
Are you done with me or not?
I'm not done with you. Did you get it with attitude? You're on camera.
Go back and
So you're protecting her? She mistreated a citizen, and now you're running interference.
I'm also not going to have you belittle her.
I'm belittling her?
You are. So here.
I'm belittling her by asking her questions. That's a false narrative.
You said you.
Now I need your supervisor.
You said you were done with her, so you were talking to me.
I'm not able to change my mind.
Okay. What do you need, sir? Well, how can I help?
She's disrespectful.
Okay.
And you're backing her up.
I will talk to her about it, and we can move on from this.
Okay, I'd like an incident number because I'm going to follow up with you.
You're not going to get an incident number.
Okay, I'd like your supervisor, please. I'll make time for you.
Okay.
I'll make time for you. Supervisor, can I get your name and badge number, please?
Okay, 2643.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You?
We get 2666.
Thank you. Are you guys new on the force?
I'm not new, sir.
Okay. Don't learn from these guys. Are you getting a supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
Okay. I'm asking for your supervisor because you're not handling it appropriately.
I'm not handling what appropriately.
You're creating a false narrative that I'm belittling her. It's all on camera.
I know it is.
She is the one that initiated with the poor attitude. Now I'm asking her about that poor attitude.
What was going on because there are 4 cop cars.
Correct.
Right. This is a solid brick building that we can park, back up, and be safe to make sure that there's no one going to attack us from behind.
Oh, it's police safety.
Hold on.
Police safety?
I wasn't done.
Okay.
This is also one of the highest calls for service neighborhoods that we have in the city. That's why you see 4 of us. The other reason is they all work for me. We were having a meeting before we got flagged down, and another citizen said there was a situation going on.
Okay.
They'll
She
work
was
for
doing
you.
a report that she was doing once he walked away.
That's all fine.
Okay.
That's all.
So that-
that's all reasonable.
Okay.
What's unreasonable is her attitude. Police business, none of your business. Stick with attitude. You guys are never going to get out from under this if you don't change your attitudes. We're allowed to ask you questions. We're allowed to move unimpeded. You guys are not allowed to give us attitude. You can't just give a normal citizen attitude.
Right, but
you work for us.
I'm also not going to stand here and have you belittle her.
So I just want to be clear here. Me asking her intent by what she said is belittling her.
See, it's very different now, your tone of voice, from when she was standing.
I have it all on video. Sure.
No, you're saying you're not going to stand here and belittle her, but guess what? Houston versus Hill says I can. I criticize the cops all day long. What are you over there eating, Smokey? You look like you're eating something long and round.
Strawberry.
What's that?
A strawberry pop.
Yeah, I heard you like long things going in your mouth. That's all right, though.
These are good. I'm addicted to them.
You said you have a dick in your mouth? What? I couldn't hear you. Kept
No, I did not say that. This is a strawberry popsicle.
I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's move along.
People get upset when they're spoken to disrespectfully. She initiated that. I wasn't belittling her. We can go back to the tone. Was I?
Okay. You go
Yeah. Yeah, but you're not handling this properly. Who's your supervisor?
I'm not handling this properly. So you tell me how to handle this.
How are you going to correct her behavior?
That's an internal thing.
Okay, see, that's why you're handling it inappropriately. May I see your supervisor, please?
My supervisor's off.
Okay, there's a supervisor. There's a shift commander, correct?
There is.
Okay, why are you being evasive?
I'm not being evasive.
I've asked for a supervisor.
There you go, Smokey. Kinetic Customs and Racing wants to know how deep that popsicle goes. You see that right there? It's right there. How deep does that popsicle go?
Not very far.
Supervisor, how many times now?
You want to speak to my supervisor who's offered?
Did I not
Here,
enunciate
we're
that
just-
clearly?
Is that because you have poor gag reflexes or what?
No, I ain't got no teeth.
I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, man. Kinetic just keeps me going. Look at this. Balls deep. I keep telling you guys the only way to measure depth is in balls. I love it.
How many people you know you can touch their tongue with their nose? I mean, their nose. I said that wrong. Take their tongue and touch your nose is what I meant.
Oh, man. I don't know who the auditor is in this video, but this is funny shit right here. Kinetic's laughing. I can't talk. Kinetic's laughing. All right. Anyways, back on.
That I would like a supervisor. Did I say your supervisor?
You did say my supervisor.
Okay. May I have a supervisor?
You're speaking to a supervisor.
Oh my God. See, this is what we deal with. This round and around, deliberately obtuse. Does anybody on this recording think that I haven't asked for a supervisor clearly?
You asked for my supervisor. My supervisor is off.
I've since corrected that.
Now you've since corrected it.
Oh, you don't understand the conversation.
You just asked.
Dude, you are garbage. You are garbage. Yes. Why are you behaving this way?
OTBO knows if it's just the tip. Oh, you're getting the comments now, man. They're coming in now that I started messing with you.
Like,
I'm going off of your questions. You asked for a supervisor. I told you I was.
Too bad my camera's outside.
Supervisor. Then you asked for my supervisor, who's off.
I know this tactic, this word game. But on video, you look silly. You look absolutely. I may have said your supervisor, but I quickly.
What's up, buddy? I don't know what's going on with my signal here.
Corrected. Yeah, I corrected myself.
You want to speak
No, we've been there like 5 times now, right?
You want to speak to the watchman?
Yeah, no problem. This could all have been avoided if she would just been polite when I interacted with her.
Yes, sir. Are you available to come out to
Garbage.
the post office?
I'm gonna look at the cars while you're doing that. Excuse me. I don't need... That's fine. That's fine. I'm totally allowed to be here. You're not, sir. You can't block the camera's view. That's a violation. All right. I'm telling you right now.
Sir, we're giving a safe distance to stay away from the cruiser, which is perfectly
I have every right to be around this cruiser.
I'm telling you, you can say a safe distance away. What we determine what the safe distance is what we tell you it is.
Are you threatening me with arrest?
No, we're telling you.
Okay, then I'm fine. I'm free to move in public. This is a public area.
Okay. And I'm telling you.
You're asking me. You're asking me.
No, I'm telling you.
Is it a lawful order?
I am telling you.
A lawful order?
Are you going to listen to me?
Shut up. You give me a lawful order under threat of arrest. I'll be happy to comply. I'm going to listen to your emotions.
Please step away from.
I'm allowed to be.
Step away from the.
Now
vehicle.
he's creating.
We have weapons in the vehicle that you are not going to access to, and you are not going to film.
I'm allowed to be around your vehicles, buddy. Get used to it. This is the way it's going to be. Understand? Yeah. And you putting your hand up is a violation. You're obstructing my camera.
I'm telling you to keep a safe distance away from a...
I'm safe. My safety's not your concern.
No, my safety
No, it is.
is.
The Supreme Court's already ruled on that.
Okay.
Get an education, buddy.
Get an education. Okay.
Sir, back up.
If you're threatening me with arrest, I'll be happy to back up, but I'm free to move in public. I'm free to record.
Please back away from the vehicle.
Don't create unwanted touching.
I'm not touching you.
Okay, you're getting very close to me.
I'm not touching you.
You're getting very
Back away
close to
from
me.
the vehicle.
You're getting very close to
Back
me.
away from the vehicle.
You're threatening me.
No,
I
I'm
can
not.
be near this vehicle.
Back away from
I can lean against this vehicle. I can hang out against. Sir, now he's pushing me.
Stay
That
away
was.
from the vehicle,
I can lean on the vehicle.
I'm telling you, you cannot.
You don't have the authority.
Huh?
You don't have the authority.
So you're going to block...
Threaten me with arrest.
Sir, you're going to block me from possibly leaving the area?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to sit
Get
on
off
your,
of my car.
I'm going to sit on your bumper.
Get off of my car right now. Okay, now you're under arrest and sort of...
On November
Disorderly
23rd,
conduct.
2022, in Alexandria, Virginia, Officer Berghini and Sergeant Cunha responded negatively when questioned by citizens. Although filming inside a police vehicle is legal, the two officers quickly intervened and pushed the person filming out, demonstrating a lack of understanding and proper training regarding civil rights. Their imposing attitude, combined with the power of weapons and badges, highlights the urgent need to improve training to help police understand the First Amendment and prevent abuse of power. While police often violate rules such as speeding, running stop signs, and illegal parking, they label citizens who mention their rights as sovereign citizens. Minor violations of civil rights happen daily and often go unaddressed, even though high-profile lawsuits regarding brutality receive attention. In my view, to maintain accountability, intervention, and system improvements are needed to protect personal freedoms comprehensively.
For what reason?
All right.
But I can though.
I have a comment on that last one.
This is in the police department.
Go ahead.
If we, the auditors, were internal affairs, most of those officers, especially the one that kept getting in his way to record the car, would be in handcuffs on his way to jail.
Yep.
And I would have a group of 3 federal judges, and they wouldn't get a chance to even get released. They would be taken to court and said, well, do you want to take the 90 days? No. You're gonna fight this, yep. And then that's the only option they'd get. They'd go to trial and get sentenced to 5 years in prison, no longer an officer. And if they hit one of us, they would be no longer an officer.
Well, I will tell you this. We just reinstated a cop that was fired for excessive force yesterday. Can you guess who the cop is?
Kruger?
Nope, not Kruger. But a cop that was fired in 22. A lawyer got the appeal passed, so I'm pretty sure that Kruger is going to end up with his job back. But it may be a year or 2 down the road, and it's going to be with a bunch of conditions. And then at that point, depending on, he'll probably go somewhere else. See, it says, yeah, I'm sure Kruger will be rehired next. That's I don't think it's going to happen within the next 6 months, but I think it's going to eventually happen.
Yeah.
So, that's what they do is they fire them to let everything die down, and then they bring them back.
That's because, they're in a union, right?
Yep, they're in a union, so they hide behind the union and the qualified immunity.
And because you're in the union, it's not a right to work state for a union.
That's right. Hey, well, I've got 6 more minutes of this video, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I've been on for almost 2 hours. So actually, I've been on for over 2 hours. So I'm going to play this last clip, see what happens here.
I don't need anything. I'm recording.
For what?
I'm an independent journalist. Appreciate it.
Okay. From where?
Independent.
You have your with you?
I don't need it.
For what?
For reasons.
Well, I don't want you to be recording on the police department for obvious security.
Well, you just told me it was private.
Okay.
You just told me. What's your badge number? I do need your badge number. You just engage with me. So if anything else, call your superior. I would, because you're supposed to give me your name and badge number when I ask for it. Okay, we will see. We will definitely see. Hello.
How you doing, guys?
All right, how about yourself?
I'm good. What's
That's good. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
No, not right this minute. You can't. What are you here for?
Can I?
Because I'm asking you, why are you here?
I don't. It's public. I don't need a reason to be in public.
Really?
I don't.
Alright.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not public.
I just want to real quick explain to you when I'm on the phone right now. I'm talking to somebody from the courts, right? I'm on the phone with the judge.
That's fine.
And you walk up to my car.
And I said, pardon me.
Okay.
Right.
So you asked if you could go back
I
there.
said it was a public access. Correct. Okay, and that's fine. This is the problem. I had to feed my press. Sorry.
I am an independent journalist. I don't have to say my name unless you have reasonable suspicions that I committed a crime.
I don't have to tell you my name, right?
Okay, so why are you engaged in asking me?
All right,
so I don't have to. I don't need to let you.
Please, yes or no, right? So now I had to get off the phone with the judge.
You didn't have to.
Well, yes, I did because you're coming over here.
Right, and I'm coming over here doing what?
I'm on the phone with the judge right now.
What am I doing exactly?
You're not understanding what I'm saying. So I'm gonna
Hey, how
phone
you
the
doing?
judge. You come over to my car.
And I said, pardon me. I said, pardon me.
You cannot. No.
So the lady's in the car. I'm recording. I came up. I said, hey, excuse me. Is this area publicly accessible? The fenced area. It was just open. And she says no. I said, okay. Sorry about that. She said, what do you need? I said, I don't need anything. I continue to walk off. Continue to record. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Everything I'm doing right now is constitutionally protected. It's the First Amendment. I have the freedom of speech and press. So I don't see what the problem is. If this is a public area, which it is, since it's the police department, what's the problem? She claims she doesn't have to say her name and badge number after she engaged with me. It's not like I came up and had a problem or anything like that. So now you're saying you don't. So you're saying that you don't have to.
Well, you walked over to my car.
And said, pardon me.
Hey, so are you from Indianapolis?
I am actually.
Okay, so you remember the news reports not too long ago? We had someone come by and fire shots into this.
That has nothing to do with me.
I understand that.
Okay.
You understand why we would be a little concerned about someone running around our parking lot.
Okay, and once I told her that I was an independent journalist and I have the freedom of press, and
Well, independently journalists, journalize whatever you like.
Thank you. So can I have your name and badge number? She told me I couldn't record here. That this property is private. So all that there is a lie. This is publicly funded. I want her name and badge number.
Sections of it.
I want her name. Okay, this is publicly accessible. I never went in any private area.
You
All
seem
right.
very confrontational.
I'm not.
Can I ask you what?
Confrontation. I've been approached. I walked away from her after asking if that area was publicly accessible. She said no. I continued to walk up and she takes me down. I politely wait right there for her. Hey, excuse me. Hey, I
So
stopped.
your journalism. What's the?
I don't have any questions. Not regarding that. I'm not being detained.
I'm Lieutenant Karate.
I don't want to be touched. Appreciate it. Thank you. There's 4 people around me with guns. I feel very threatened. You just touched me. If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. No, sir. You weren't. But I want her name and badge number though. That's for sure. I want yours as well.
That's Officer Frazier.
Everybody here that just engaged in this conversation, I need all your names and badge numbers.
Officer Frazier, Lieutenant Karate.
Okay. What's your badge number?
Have a good day.
What's your badge
I'm
number?
Adam 201.
201?
Yeah, have a good
It says
day.
158 right there. I'm sorry. Pardon me. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Connect.
And what's your badge number?
There's a point of this. It's kind of like, bordering on harassment.
How is it earning your service? Like, you want.
Exactly.
Right.
You have no business.
So arrest me. I do. This is public. I don't need any business to be in public.
We're all
Right. Okay. Right. Thank you. So therefore, you were wrong. Have a good day, tyrant. You're all tyrants.
On April 13th, 2019, in Indianapolis, metropolitan Indiana, a situation displaying signs of abuse of power occurred. Officer Frazier and Lieutenant Crotty refused to provide their names and badge numbers, claiming that citizens were not required to identify themselves first, showing a lack of professionalism and accountability. As public servants, police officers are obligated to maintain transparency so the public can easily report misconduct or seek assistance when needed. This refusal not only erodes trust, but also creates unnecessary tension, turning a routine situation into a confrontation. While police have the right to request information from citizens, they are not allowed to abuse their power to avoid personal responsibility. Citizens need to assert their rights and demand transparency from law enforcement. These actions help protect individuals and promote accountability, contributing to the creation of a fair and transparent system, reminding us that police are public servants who serve the community, not those with absolute power.
What, Brownie? You
Cheating on children?
Absolutely.
Some white privilege.
Doesn't change them for nothing. I back up with the.
All right, guys. I gotta do this real quick because Brownie is acting a fool. So he's wanting, I guess, everybody. Look. All right. Look, buddy.
I'll see you later.
All right, buddy. You going? I was gonna show Brownie real quick because he's. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Oh, thank you. Say hi. Come here. Say
Brownie.
bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Tell him bye-bye. Tell him bye. Good boy. All right. All right. We'll go outside. Okay. Oh, thank you, buddy. All right, guys. With that with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream, and I will catch you guys on the next live stream. So, all right, guys. Later. Oh, Chevy. Oh, Chevy with a $50 super chat right there at the end. Man. Well, damn it, Chevy. I got to go take Brownie out. That was the end of my show. I've been on for 2 hours. Where have you been hiding? Anyways, let's see who else we got going on. Rogue Nation's on. So if you're going to watch Rogue Nation, go over there and do a BZ Watchdog raid. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream, though, and I will see you guys later. Watch the outro, though, because it's Brownie.